Hello and welcome back to the cronecast of the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do weekly and monthly energy reads with candle magic assistance. I do spirit guide and divine message reads, sometimes with candle magic assistance, sometimes with pendulum reads. Sometimes I do divine and spirit guide message reads, and that's what I have for you today. Today is a timeless reading. Where will we be in 6 months? I have 3 anointed candles and 5 piles. I'm going to cover what's on the candles first because there isn't a candle per pile, and on this particular candle I have wishing conjure oil, and that is to help bring in the energy of what we're trying to manifest, what we're desiring. On the middle candle I have Jezebel oil, which isn't as bad as it sounds. It's usually for female run and owned businesses, as well as attracting someone who is actually quite well off. I thought it might be a little bit fun to play with that. And then on the last candle I have money drawing oil. So there's candle magics with career, love, and general energies. So this would be general, this would be the love, and this of course would be the career. But each pile has a section that contains information on all of those areas of your life. There's going to be an uncertain moment so that you can pick your pile. Pile number 1 is over here, pile number 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. How you pick is you sort of concentrate, see which one calls out to you. That's the pile that you're meant to receive. If you feel called to more than one pile, please go ahead and feel free to watch them. And what is a timeless reading? It means that no matter when you see this, you have been energetically drawn to it at the time that is right for you. If you see it the day after I publish it, that's the right time for you. If you see it 6 months after I publish it, well then that's the right time for you. And if I'm still around in 5 years and you see it then that's the right time for you. Timeless readings, they reach, part of what we do with tarot is we are reaching into time. We are looking at the energies of the future. There is no wrong time for you to be watching this. In a moment there will be that insert, and then I will see you at your pile. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. All of the energies that are being drawn towards us should be present in these readings. I have the Animal Totem deck that is bringing us the career read. I have the Golden Tarot that is bringing us the energies that are general to us. And then I have my Magna deck bringing us the relationship energies. Anything that needs clarifying, I will be clarifying. The Wisdom Oracle tells us that in 6 months, time for a nap. Apparently we're going to have accomplished enough that we need to go ahead and rest. Our relationship energies are give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And if you're single, apparently you're going to be paired up in 6 months. And if you are already paired up, apparently you're going to be concentrating some energies on your relationship. The Fairy Oracle brings us wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desires and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. I do have, this is the wishing oil candle. All of the candles are dressed in a hoodoo style. The various flowers and herbs that are used are to help bring in particular energies, and they do have particular representations. And then I also have hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So wishes and hope. Apparently, there's going to be more wish fulfillment and more hope in our lives in 6 months. Oddly enough, I am filming this at a time where the coronavirus is kind of a concern in the United States. There's a lot of people staying indoors. There's been quite the run on hand sanitizer. In 6 months, let's hope that everything has cleared up. In the meantime, wash your hands. Okay, I have the 4 of Wands in reverse, the 6 of Cups in reverse. This is the career deck. The Knight of Swords in reverse. I have the Fool in the upright and the Knight of Cups in the upright as well. So interestingly, it looks like you may have had if not a job change, then a redefinition of what you're doing at work. It could be a promotion. You could be working in a different office. It does look as if you have left the position that you're in at present and it has morphed into something else, or you've left that company, because I do have a card of new beginnings, but it is something that will be making you happy. It is possible that you've expanded what you're going to be doing in 6 months as well. It looks like you'll be working slightly less. It looks like if you're currently unemployed, there may be an interim position in which you work a great deal, but there's a good energy of not having to toil quite as hard as you normally would coming up. I do like the emotional fulfillment promised by the Knight of Cups. The Four of Wands in reverse doesn't mean necessarily that something is unstable, but it may no longer be in a traditionally structured environment. You may be working from home. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing, look for it to bring you more emotional fulfillment. Well, that's delightful. The general energies are the World in reverse, the Chariot in the upright, the Hanged Man in the upright, and then Judgment in the upright. Well, that's a lot of major arcana. Apparently, group one, you have a lot of things going on. So for the World in reverse, beginning of a new cycle, but the Chariot in the upright is about journeys that go forward, bring us success. You may be traveling quite a bit as well. It's potentially for that new position. I do have the Hanged Man in the upright. You are learning new things in 6 months. That's good. It's potentially something you're training for. Judgment in the reverse is also another card that talks about starting new cycles. There's the energy of starting a new job over here as well. I do have the Knight of Swords in reverse over here. Also, you may have to communicate kind of extensively to bring this new position, this new opportunity to be. I do like the stability indicated by the Knight of Cups. That is really about, in a financial area, that's going to be about emotional fulfillment and happiness. In the romance deck, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, with the World in the upright, the Star in reverse, and then the Seven of Swords in reverse as well. This may be why you're trying to give your relationship a chance. It looks like your communication is going to be, and if you're already like with a partner, remember, you can change anything in the future with the choices that you make. This is what the energies are looking like right now. So as for instance, you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. That does indicate maybe you're not communicating as effectively as you need to be. Go into the next period going forward, understanding that that may be an issue, and you can absolutely kind of navigate around that. We do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the World in the upright, the Star in reverse, and then the Seven of Swords in reverse. It does look as if things are becoming clear to you. It's possible that you and your partner are not necessarily going to be pursuing the same goals. The time for a nap indicates that maybe you may have taken a step back from your relationship. That doesn't mean a breakup. It doesn't mean a breakup, but it does mean that there is a reassessment going on. If you are just beginning a new relationship, it is also potentially true that you will be kind of trying to figure out where you're going with it and what you want from it. Remember, never settle, never settle. It is better to be alone than to be with someone who is not the right person. However, all of the energies around wish wisely and hope sort of indicate that a lot of good things will be happening. Let's get some, I'd like to go for some clarification here. This is the Little Prince deck. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go immediately to clarifying, I guess, the general energies. Can I get some indication on if, you know what? No, I'm going to take that back almost immediately. I might need to go to a playing card deck for that to see if I can sort of sort out. There's a lot of major arcana, a lot of fateful forces at work. You may be one of those groups. By the way, this is a general reading. That means that it can't apply to absolutely everyone. Some things may apply to you and others may not. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, let's get going here. I'd like some clarification on this business area. What's going on here? Get some clarification on the business read. Get some clarification on the business read. I just hardly ever get any jumpers any longer. Here we go. Let's get going. Let's get going. Can I get some clarification on the business read 3 more times? Can I get some clarification on this business read, please? I hope everyone is doing well in the here and now, no matter what time you're watching this. Here we go. Down. Interesting enough, I have a card that's flipped, and it is the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. 2 more times, I'm going to put it down and cut. All right, 1. All right, you're coming out too because you're upright. And 2, 1 more time. I know, I just fib about how many times I'm shuffling things. All right, I'd like some clarification. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Some change that you have made. It makes, 7 of Swords in the upright, 2 of Swords in the upright, 4 of Swords in the upright, and then I have the Hanged Man. in the upright in this instance. You have that in the general as well. In terms of the Seven of Swords, there are a lot of meanings to this card that are not quite as terrible as some of the other ones. The Seven of Swords is not something that most readers celebrate seeing, simply because it's about getting away with something. Sometimes it's the Robber's card, sometimes it's about lies and deceit and manipulation. In this instance, I do think that there is an aspect of denial that you have had to confront with the Two of Swords, and that you need to work slightly less than you have been. And so you have started something new in order to try and give yourself more time to pursue creative interests, to pursue potentially personal relationships. It does not look as if money is going to be a particular concern. I like this energy. It does look as if your attitude towards work has changed slightly, and that it is a healthier attitude to take as well. If you have been struggling with trying to, I'm going to go to a playing card deck that I keep 5 million miles away from me because that seems convenient. There we go. Come here. They're slippery little suckers too, because I want to clarify this general energy, and that's just a lot of major arcana. Can I get some clarification on this? This is starting with the World in reverse. I've got the Chariot in the upright, the Hanged Man in the upright, and then I've got Judgment in reverse. Just got a powerful ringing in my right ear, which is always about receiving messages too. In terms of how people are sort of qualifying their psychic abilities, I am clairvoyant, I am clairsentient, and I am clairaudient. So I hit the trifecta. Here we go. Let's get going. I've never liked labeling myself in that capacity, but recently people have been asking a lot. And I do channel. There we go. Let's get going. Oddly enough, I channel what is known as the advanced spirit of communication, sometimes referred to as the Archangel Gabriel in some belief systems, and the Judgment card is the Archangel Gabriel's card. It's in reverse up there, which is usually about new karmic cycles beginning. Can I get some clarification on this? Four of Cups in the upright, Queen of Cups in the upright. You'll get a little bit more here. It looks like your new perspective is really, it is about making sure that you are taking adequate time away from your efforts to make money, essentially. It looks like you're concentrating a little bit more on your emotional development in 6 months. That's good. I like that. The time for nap energy supports that as well. Can I get a little bit more here? I'm going to put it down and cut in 3 if I don't get anything else. 1 and 2 and 3. Sometimes I'll be able to get it to spit out more simply by telling it how many times I'm going to shuffle. 6 of Cups in the upright, Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and then I have the 3 of Pentacles in the upright as well, with the Ace of Cups in the upright. Oh, this is in the reverse. Interesting. It looks like to increase your personal happiness, you have learned to in some work situations, you're going to be delegating more effectively. You're going to be working as part of a team. You found greater stability. Your work situation was not apparently making you happy, and you did make some changes. You have made some changes. You will make some changes. The 6 of Cups this is actually in reverse. Gosh, that is an energy. It looks like you will have left something behind. It may be a relationship. It may be an attitude. I'm thinking it's an attitude. It does look as if you're sort of undergoing a little bit of a renaissance in your own mind about how you approach a multitude of things. We're going to go and we're going to clarify this relationship deck, and then I'm going to grab some oracle cards. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Can I get some clarification for the relationship area? There is an energy that suggests that your communication with whomever you're seeing and or partnered up with, and it does look to me like you are in a partnership. It does not look as if you are single in 6 months. If you have been for a while, you're working on something, And this Seven of Swords in reverse, that is often just about confronting the truth within, about what you do want and what you do not want. Let's get a little bit going here. Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Get a little bit more. Looks like you're still dealing with releasing some past wounds that may have bearing on your current relationship. Again, this is in 6 months. Yeah, you're trying not to let the past intrude on a current relationship in 6 months. Looks like you're looking for good, strong definitions and trying to work on your communication. If you are single and oh my goodness. All right. Huh. That is interesting. It looks as if something you weren't told about has come to light. I've got the Seven of Swords in the upright with the King of Pentacles in reverse. I do have the Nine of Cups in the upright. I love that, and it does go very well with Wish Wisely. But I have the Tower. Oh, I understand. I've got the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Tower in the upright. There has been a change in your emotional happiness, and you're actually much happier with the with the Nine of Cups in the upright. It looks like you may have left somebody behind, and that person was not necessarily incredibly honest with you or themselves about what they were looking for in a relationship. If you are still in an existing relationship, this is not breakup energy, but it is an energy of needing to confront some truths in order to make your relationship work better for you. All right, I like the look of all of that, group number one. I'm going to go to my Divine Message deck. No, wait, let's go to our Quantum Oracle first to see if there's anything to add. We're going to get 4 for this. Can I get 4 cards to help kind of clarify what's going on in 6 months, and then we will move on. There we go. It's going to be going on in 6 months. Can I get the Honoring Path? Oh, victim mentality in the upright. Arg. Let's go. A couple more. Victim mentality is always something to work on releasing. It is very, very easy to fall into. Remember, sometimes bad things just happen. It's not a personal judgment. And often it's part of a result of our choices. It sounds like, or looks like, the Honoring Path is actually about pursuing something. This is great gratitude. I only read these cards in the upright. I just find them to have better validity. This is the Quantum Oracle. Really, really enjoy it. Yeah, there's been some energy around this that you are going to continue to be working on, trying to adjust your attitude to have as healthy a one as possible. You're going to overcome your victim mentality if you have one right now. And that sounds so shaming, and I don't mean it to be, and I don't think the cards ever do either. Loss, and I'm going to go for one more with great achievement. So in 6 months' time, it looks as if you may be coping with some losses that are currently occurring, but you've mostly let go of them. Your gratitude will overcome any tendency towards a victim mentality. And it does look as, between the Honoring Path and great achievement, it looks like, particularly in your professional sector, things are going exceptionally well and you're very, very happy. And I'm very glad to see that. But let's go to Spooky to see if there's any final words here. Spooky is my Divine Message deck. That's a 30-year-old Rider-Waite deck, almost 30 years old, that just kind of quit reading one day and began communicating messages in a channeling fashion, and I call it Spooky, although it is tapping into what I channel, which is the advanced spirit of communication, also referred to as the Archangel Gabriel. In some belief systems, I have always called it Gabriel, so there we go. Let's get going. Is there anything you want to add here, Spooks? Except when I'm calling it Spooks and Spooky. Interesting. Nobody landed in the upright, so I'm going to pick them all up. I really doubt that the deck really needs me to read half of it. I hope. That means 6 months from now is going to be really busy. Like, what's going on? Everything. All right. Come on, Spooky. Is there actually anything you want to add here? Is there anything we want to add? There's a little bit of an energy around the relationships that I'd love to see clarified. Although, seldom does the divine listen to me and what it wishes to do. Is there anything here? I'm going to put you down and cut in 3. If you don't want to start talking. Talk. All right. Devil in reverse. Leaving behind something that was not good for you. Can I get a little bit more? That is also a card of recovery. It is possible that you will have given up your tendency to do things that, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, you've given up something that was making you unhappy. Okay. Page of Pentacles in the upright. You're working on, can I get a little bit more? Wow, it looks like you're just, you're working on your relationship. You are working on your relationship. That is the Four of Wands in the upright. This is going to be advice essentially for the here and now. In order to kind of get to where you need to go in 6 months, you need to address something that you're doing that is a detriment to your happiness. It may be working too much. It may be a relationship with somebody, but you need to work on... I understand. In order to have a healthy and satisfying relationship, you need to know what you want from that relationship. That is something to kind of work on in the here and now to help. If you are in an existing relationship, you may in fact still be with your partner in 6 months, but there will be a greater addressing of what it is you need and desire from that partnership. If you are single, apparently you are going to have a partner. Please know what you want from a relationship. It's much easier to get it if you're asking for it. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I don't think there is. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. Please subscribe. There's a button over there that you can do that, or it's down below. In a moment, there's going to be an insert with all the information on how to book me for a private reading if you're interested in doing that. And it contains my Facebook and Instagram tags as well. Take care. Be well. Remember, 6 months flies by. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 2, then this is your reading. And let's see what the candles have brought to us. I have several piles for you. The Wisdom Oracle is saying that in 6 months, flexibility is going to be something that you've mastered. Inspiration, be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. Light, the Fairy Queen of Light, comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate even the darkest places. So I love that. That's an energy of improvement. And then in 6 months, your relationship energy from the Foman's Angels deck, because it did a little bit too small, is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. It looks like things have improved and you are in love. This is the career deck with the animal totem. This is the general energies from the golden wheel. And then this is the relationship energies from the Magna deck. Let's get going on the business. We have the High Priestess in reverse with the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, hooray. Queen of Swords in reverse, and then the Lovers in the upright. You are making more money in 6 months. You've achieved a better balance or a little bit more grounded in your career. I do not think you're working in an office setting. It's possible that you're telecommuting. The Lovers is often a card of being very passionate about what you are doing as well. It can be the card of Geminis. I do not think it has anything to do with that here. The High Priestess in reverse has a variety of meanings. The High Priestess can be, first of all, it's the card of psychic services as well. When you get that in a reading, you're often reading somebody who is also a reader or has psychic abilities. In reverse, this can still be the same person, but they're very good at being grounded. I see it that way in a career setting. 2 of Pentacles, you are meeting all responsibilities. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, that's being brought in from the cold. If you're looking for a job now, you will have one in 6 months. This Queen of Swords it is going to be something where your ability to communicate diplomatically is going to be very important. And there may be information that you're needing to guard, there's confidential information involved in this as well, in your communications. It looks like there will be some encrypted data maybe, or secrets told to you that will pertain to your work. Interesting. You will be doing something in which you're privy to other people's information a great deal. Well, hello. And it that was a sizzle. That came from the wishing candle. When the candles flicker, pop, or in a spurt in any way, it does have an actual meaning. I like this energy. I like this energy. I don't think that it's a job change. I don't think that it's a job change. But it does look as if there's been an increase in monetary income. We have the Ace of Swords in the upright. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. The Two of Cups in the upright, and then the Seven of Swords in the upright as well. This is your general energies. It looks like, group number 2. You have the beginning of something new in your life. You have returned to a situation that you once left. It's possible that you have returned to an ex or you're communicating with an ex about some things that went wrong. By the way, when we hear of relationship, we always think romance. It's not always romance. But the Two of Cups is such a significant connection. And then the Seven of Swords it can be about being a jack of all trades. It can be about trying to get away with something as well. It looks like there are some things in a personal relationship that you're trying to iron out. I have the Ace of Wands in the upright, with Justice in the upright, with the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and then the Moon in the upright. Yeah, this is interesting. There is something in a personal relationship you just need to be aware that your partner may not be telling you something, and you do have a partner. You do have a partner, and it does look like it may, a couple of aces in the upright here, it may be a new relationship. The Moon in the upright can be the card of Pisces. It can also be a card of confusion. It does not look like you're in a particularly traditional relationship, but it does look like it's a good one. The Ten of Cups in reverse is not necessarily a bad energy, but you're not living together is what this is looking like to me. Now, if you are married, living together, I'm not telling you you're getting a divorce or breaking up. This may not be your pile, but it's also possible that your partner is traveling more or that you are. It's not bad energy, but it does look like things are fun and exciting and new. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start clarifying here. Nothing in particular needs like extreme clarification, so let's start with the career energies. Why is spooky in here? Interesting. Part of Spooky's deck was in there. Huh. I'm going to take a pass on taking that as some giant sign. I'm sure it just accidentally got mixed in when I was doing a reading earlier. Alright, here we go. Did actually contain the Two of Cups, which is part of this reading as well. But we will go to Spooky at the end of this, considering I just stumbled across a pile of his cards. Which is interesting because I don't, when I do these pick a card cards, I don't include, that is a divine message deck that I used as a channeling tool. It channels the advanced spirit of communication, which is the Archangel Gabriel. Other belief systems have something very similar. We have the Four of Pentacles in the upright, Judgment card in the upright, the Four of Cups in the upright, the Chariot in the upright, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords in the upright. Oh my goodness. We're going to switch things around a little bit because of this is just a giant clarification of the entire read, apparently. Page of Pentacles in reverse with Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords in the upright. Gosh, I think this is almost certainly... Group number 2, I'm sorry, you may have actually left, and this is not going to apply to everybody, general reads, different things can be going on, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It looks as if maybe a relationship that was not making you particularly happy, and that could be at work or in your personal sector, has undergone a change for the better. You're making better progress. The Judgment card in the upright, by the way, this is the card of the Archangel Gabriel, but it's things coming to light, things being made clear. Potentially through meditation. I think that there's a lot of new beginning energy around what's going on in 6 months. You've made a change. It is it's potentially true that you've moved, physically moved. That's going to hold true for some of you. There's a little bit of a relocation energy around this. There is, one of the things I'm glad to see is essentially that there's more emotional satisfaction in 2 areas of your life, your career and then your relationships, but that you are actually, it's not that it's a struggle, it's that it's, flexible. I wonder if you're involved in a long distance relationship. There's enough traveling energy around that. I wonder if it's work or if it's personal. Inspiration. The Ace of Swords twice, it's possible you're going to be creating and writing more. If you are in any creative field, music, dance, or acting, that also bespeaks of undertaking more projects that it kind of express that. And then Judgment in the upright is a Healing Angels card. This is a healing profession as well. I think that you're concentrating on healing some things from your own circumstances now. You've learned to drop your guard around other people enough to let them in. It is improving some relationships as well. And I get the sense that you might be depressed currently, but that things are much better in 6 months. I have the Yin Yang, Adjacent Possibilities. I do only read these in the upright. Carrying Connections, Goddess of the Moon, and then the Door to Romance. Well, that's a lot of awesome stuff happening from the Energy Oracle deck. You're better balanced. You've made good choices. I think this is a work relationship, this Carrying Connection. Goddess of the Moon, your intuition has apparently brought you closer to romance. You have a new romance, I believe, or your romance, your existing romance, has essentially kind of leveled up. Well, good for you. I like that a lot. Let's get a spooky to close this out to see if there's anything to be added. Here we go. I was wondering what the Jezebel oil would bring us. I thought maybe something fun. Here we go. All right. Spooky, what do you have to say to group number 2? What do you have to say to group number 2? You've changed your diet a lot in 6 months. That's one of the things I just got, is that you have, all right, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. I like that around a relationship energy. What else is it, spooky? What else can I get here? Six of Swords in reverse. Boy, you've really kind of returned to yourself in 6 months. You just feel more like yourself then. I think that there's a little bit of an energy of like some dysphoria, the world in reverse. You're starting again. You're just much happier. You're just much happier. You've sorted out a bunch of issues. The dietary change is actually kind of coming off of this as well. The Empress in reverse. I think you're paying better attention to your physical health too. I do get a sense that you may not be as happy as you have. At the present time, whenever you happen to be watching this, it looks like you may be struggling with some, particularly some depressive problems. Yes, and you're taking more action. You are more active. You are watching what you eat. Oh, flexible. It's possible that you are taking a yoga class as well, or getting into something that is more about physical fitness. The Empress in reverse, you're trimming down. You're in a much better energetic space in 6 months. I'm so glad to see it, group number 2. And it looks like you have romance in your life as well, whether it's with an existing partner or a new one. I kind of get the sense it's a new one, but you never know. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. Please subscribe. There's a button over there or down below to do that, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would. In a moment, there's going to be an insert. In a moment, there's going to be an insert with all of the information on how to book me for a private reading if you're interested in doing that. And it contains my Facebook and Instagram tags as well, and I'd love to have you as a follower in other areas. No matter what's going on right now, remember the future holds hope. Just have hope in your heart, and hope is actually yours. Take care. Be well. And welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, then this is your reading. A couple of our candles have been kind of merrily spluttering away, which is always a good sign when they are anointed. This one in particular, our wishing one, has been trying to communicate effectively. So we have the animal totem bringing us the career read. We have the Golden Wheel Tarot telling us what's going to be happening with our general energies in 6 months. And in 6 months, the manga deck brings us our relationship. We have poised in the upright engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Good for you. We have motivation from the Fairy Oracle. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. And then we have wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. You are undertaking new things, wisdom and poised, and it looks like you're doing exceptionally well. Engagement. It looks like let's hope that holds true over here. It looks like your personal relationships are going well. We have the Chariot and the Upright in the business area. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're successful, but not working as hard as you have been. The Five of Swords in the upright with the Eight of Wands in the upright. The Four of Cups in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords in the upright. You are getting a lot done in your business sector. Oh my goodness. And you've been kicking butt and taking names. It does look as if there is, you record something. There's some kind of data being recorded. Success and a continued progress is hinted at with both the Eight of Wands and then the Chariot. And it looks like there is potential travel in your business area as well from that. I do like that Ace of Swords in the upright. I do like that Ace of Swords in the upright, particularly with the Chariot. That is a lot of good progress in your business sector. I do not think you are changing jobs, by the way. I just think your current position has solidified. You feel better at it. It does look like you're working pretty hard, but that you're happy doing it. And your experience is really aiding your... Oh, I've got the Sun in the upright as the general. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. I've got the Star in the upright. That is a card that talks a little bit about having psychic abilities as well. Eight of Swords in the upright. And then the Four of Wands in the upright as well. Well, good for you. So the Sun is incredibly positive. It's a growth season. It's about new things coming to you, new ideas. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. You are apparently going to be making more money. Good for you. It does look as if it's through your own efforts. It doesn't look as if you are toiling endlessly or anything. In fact, the Eight of Swords in the upright suggests that sometimes you have some issues with anxiety, but overall you're doing exceptionally well. Trust your intuition. The Four of Wands in the upright, of course, is the 1111 sign, spirit guide messages, and often relationships, stability. You're in a really content place in 6 months. I don't know that you've made a lot of changes, but you feel a lot better about things. In the relationship deck, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Emperor in the upright. You may, in fact, be dating an Aries in 6 months or involved in a relationship with one. You're making your own money. You don't need this other person. That holds true whether you identify as a male or a woman. This is not a gendered read. You're really in charge. You're like sincerely, I like the energy coming off here. You're making good choices. You're not codependent. I think that this is a relationship that you had to make some tough choices in, but it's working out exceptionally well. And it does look as if it is leading to a higher level of commitment as well. I do like the Four of Wands here, engagement here. It is entirely possible that you are quite literally engaged to be married, or more committed. You've reached a place where you're more in sync with your partner. It looks like you're more in sync with your job as well. Things might be a little bit up in the air for you at the moment. They will have kind of come down into a very solid shape. I'm going to go ahead and clarify with the pre-Raphaelite deck. I'm not finding that there's a lot of ambiguity here, but I'm just going to do a general clarification of everything to see if I can find any new news. Is there anything else we want to add here? Is there anything else we need to add here? Is there anything else we need to add here? I do like that there's an energy of creativity around your job too. You're kind of excited about what you're doing, and you really you're happy with your progress. And it looks like your relationship holds the appropriate place in your life. It's not all consuming, but it's, sorry about that. It's not all consuming, but it's satisfying. And it looks like something upon which you're working, but mostly it looks like you are relying on yourself for your emotional fulfillment, which is very, very healthy. We have the Two of Cups in the upright. Well, good. That's good. What else can we get going here? Are you coming out? Nope. All right. Can I get a little bit more, please? Is there anything else you want to add? Okay, 4 times. I'm going to put it down and cut. 1 and 2. I do have a tendency to menace the deck with how many times I'm going to, you flipped, out you come. That is the Magician in the upright. And 3. And this is going to be 4. I'm going to put it down and cut. You are making things happen in a good and healthy partnership. We have the Sun in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse again. 3 of Swords in the upright with the Ace of Wands in the upright. And then Justice in reverse. So it does, interestingly enough, the 3 of Swords, I am not getting the sense that anything terrible is happening. The 3 of Swords here may be some health challenges. You may be recovering from something and making a fresh start. Honestly, it looks like you may have reason to be in physical therapy in 6 months. It doesn't look as if it's anything catastrophic, but if you've been wondering about any kind of reconstructive surgery to a joint, a knee, an ankle, or something, that looks like it is entirely possible here. There is an energy of recovery. I like everything that's going on in the personal areas. Your money looks good as well. This is physical health stuff. Poised, motivation, wisdom. It just looks to me like you've made the call to do something that had about some medical intervention, and it does look like it's elective, and it does look like it's an easy enough recovery, but that there is some time to be taken on recovering full mobility. I'm not sure what that could mean, but it does mean that you need to, if you are dealing with something now, know that in 6 months it is no longer a concern. You're well on your way to healing, but it may require some extra efforts to kind of get you to that good, healthy place. Let's go ahead and we'll draw from, I'm going to go to the Quantum Oracle for some clarification. All right, can I get, what else is going on here? What else is going on here? And then we'll go to Spooky, and then we'll close that out. Spooky is my Divine Message deck. Dark Thoughts. Yeah, Dark Thoughts. That's interesting. I'll get some more. The Loving Man, Present Power, and then letting go. Letting go of dark thoughts to fully, the Present Power is very much almost the exact same card as the Magician card, and then the Loving Man. Good things are happening, but you do need to let go of any dark energies. If you dwell in the energy of negativity at the moment, you will have overcome that within 6 months. It does look like it may require some effort. That kind of recovery energy around the Three of Swords. Every now and then, I never like Three of Swords, and I say it over and over and over again because I quite simply do not like it. Because it's usually about heartbreak. Nothing else was about that, and I do think it does have to do with a medical recovery. That doesn't mean that you've fallen ill, but it does look like you may have been dealing with an old injury that you've had corrected. All right, here we go. Spooky, what do we have to add for group 3, please? And I call this deck Spooky because it is a channeling tool to what I channel, which is the advanced spirit of communication that is sometimes referred to as the Archangel Gabriel in some belief systems. And in fact, I have always referred to it as the Archangel Gabriel. There we go. Okay, is there anything else? Can I get some more? Is there anything else? All right, Spooks, anything else? I just need more for group 3 if I could get it, please. Can I get some more for group 3? One day this deck just simply quit reading for some altogether. Just wouldn't do it any longer. All right, I bet that's enough. We have the High Priestess in the upright with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're not having to work, and the Seven of Cups in reverse as well, and then the Knight of Pentacles. The hard work that you're putting in now, you're able to relax more. You're really relying on your own ability to kind of tap into your psychic messages. We're all a little bit psychic. We just need to develop it. And you do need to trust your instincts and your intuition. There's an energy here that says that in 6 months, you're going to be reaping the rewards of your efforts and not having to work quite as hard in order to bring them in. Okay, well, that's awesome. I hope that helped you, and if you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. There should be a button over there, or it should be down below, and please consider sharing it. There's also going to be an insert in a moment with all the information on how to book me for a private reading if you're interested in doing that. Hang on. I know 6 months sounds far away, but it isn't. It never is. You can basically blink and you're there. Hang on, whatever's going on now, 6 months from now looks good for you. Maybe a little bit of rehab on what I'm getting might be a joint issue. That's the only thing that came up that was a little tiny bit of a negative. Other than that, everything is looking really, really good for you in 6 months. Take care, be well, believe in the future, and believe in yourself. Welcome back. If you picked pile number 4, then this is your reading. I have the Animal Totem deck bringing us the energies of your career. I have the Golden Wheel Tarot bringing us the energies that are general. I have the Manga deck bringing us the relationship. We have the Wisdom Oracle bringing us Treasure Island, oh hooray. The Foamance Angels deck, I'm always calling it Foamance Angels. I bought it from a foreign market and it's just a little small. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Interesting. From the Fairy Oracle, we have Precious Time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Manifestation. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper and manifestation step 1. Hey, listen, this is anointed with wishing oil. This is some current advice. If you're interested in trying, make sure you see the reality that you want in your mind. You can write it down, you can envision it. There are good tools for trying to essentially create the world that you wish to dwell in. And I do believe in magic and I do magic, but I also believe in the power of positive thinking. So in the in the career deck, we have the Six of Swords in the upright. We have the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Star in the upright. Ooh, okay. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Gosh, it does look like you may have left a position for one that requires a little less effort. You may have actually left one. If you have more than one job, it looks like you're paring that down. The Star in the upright is both the card of having some psychic abilities and then also being very, very hopeful. I like the energy overall, and it does look as if you're kind of settled into something. You may be very soon you might be making a change within the next couple of weeks. You're moving into a new area of your life. It's possible that where you work has moved offices. It looks to me like a relationship with someone has ended, not necessarily in a bad way, but they're just not somebody who you are encountering as much any longer. And it does look as if you're in a very settled sort of energy. Money looks good as well. Page of Pentacles in reverse for the general. The Devil in reverse. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Pentacles in the upright. And then the Magician in the upright as well. Wow, yes, you are able to make some things happen. I love to see the Magician with this manifestation card. The Magician is able to manifest and bend reality to his or her will. 8 of Pentacles is mastery. Because you've made good choices and you're just not working as hard as you used to. I genuinely, I think you're just not having to work as hard as you are right now. You're enjoying some of the fruits of your labor. Sitting back and kind of understanding that all of the effort that you've put in has brought you rewards. I like that a lot. We have the, oh, this is the relationship area, King of Pentacles in the upright. You may be involved with an earth sign or not. It's usually, I don't do a lot with astrology, simply because I find that most people contain these energies that they don't need to be labeled, but this is possibly a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus as represented by the Pentacles, but the Fool in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands in the upright, and then the Knight of Pentacles in the upright as well. I think you are continuing to work on an existing relationship. You are, in fact, continuing to work on an existing relationship. If you are single now, then you have been in the relationship long enough that you are working on your communication. You're still having a lot of fun, and you are moving towards a more and more stable time, having not to devote so much time to work. Awesome, that is wonderful. Let's see what we can get going for a clarification. Who am I going to go to for that? I am going to go to spellcasters, I believe, which I haven't been using a lot. No particular reason, I just, you know, I have so many decks, I rotate them in and out. There we go. All right. Here we go. And I'm always getting more, because I have a bona fide problem. This is strange. Here we go. Don't know what you're doing in there, but you should be over there. All right. There's another one. This has been something that, this is very peculiar. I don't know why that's the case, but I was not using that deck for any kind of clarification before, and I'm glad because apparently multiple cards were hanging out in my spellcasters deck. That is very, very odd, and actually not the first time this happened with this particular video. I found cards from Spooky in one of the decks as well. That's strange. That is genuinely, genuinely strange, as I don't put Spooky into pick a card piles, and I have not been using spellcasters, so I'm genuinely a little confused as to how that would have happened. But who knows? Who knows? Let's get going here. Get some clarification on this whole read. I'm just going to clarify the entire read. That's what I've been doing with the other piles. Is there anything else to go on here? Do we have anything else to add here, please? Anything else to add here, please? Let me get something else here. Get something else here? Is there anything else that's going to happen? I'm going to put this down in 4. I'm going to cut. Okay, we've got 1 and 2 and 3. Hey. And 4. Okay. I don't feel good about how that hopped out, but we're going to go with it anyway, because I'm going to take more. All right. It looks to me as if, yeah, you're just happier overall, and you have time to, you're reaping the rewards of your efforts. Temperance in reverse, 5 of Wands in the upright with the Magician in the reverse as well. The Magician is in the upright over here. Be careful with your energies in terms of, and by that I mean with what you're putting effort in on. Make sure that you, as you dedicate time and focus and energy to things, make sure it's in an area that you actually want to see results in. I know that sounds a little bit silly, but there's an odd energy here where some wasted effort costs you some time. And that's the only thing that kind of caught my eye in that. I'm going to go to the Energy Oracle to get a little bit of clarification. 6 months from now is looking good. 6 months from now is looking good across the board. And I'm really, really glad to see it. There we go. There we go. Let's go. And it's funny because 6 months sounds like so long, but I can remember really clearly what I was doing 6 months ago, and I'm sure you can as well. There we go. Time does fly. Let's get going. Can I get a little clarification here? Can I get a little clarification? Okay. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. I'm going to put it down and cut. I'm going to take 5 cards. And this is 1. And 2. And 3. I have no idea how many I have. I think I said 3. It's going to be 3. Here we go. All right. The Sun in the upright, walking away. The thinking man, envy, and angel of love. I think you're planning a trip. I think it's also possible that you have moved to a new location. Envy is always a little bit of a problematic energy with the angel of love. Remember, if you find yourself envying anyone, then you should really don't ever envy somebody else. Make sure to simply devote your energies to trying to improve your own circumstances. It's a much better use of your time, your efforts, and your energy. The angel of love does suggest that lovely things are happening. This can be a relationship with yourself, with another person. The walking away energy I like because it usually is about learning new things. It's a little bit like the 8 of Cups, and it could be that there's a situation that you've left behind in 6 months. I have a feeling that it is already known to you, and you don't really need me to belabor that point. So I'm going to go to Spooky to see if there's anything to add here. Spooky is a divine message deck. It's one of my channeling tools. It actually channels the spirit of advanced communication. Ace Cups in reverse, which is sometimes referred to as the Archangel Gabriel, and I often refer to it as the Archangel Gabriel. But I also just call the deck Spooky. Anything else spooky? Tell me what's going on, please. All right, so that flipped. Interesting. You have left behind a relationship that was making you unhappy. Oh, with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, you've achieved some good balance in your efforts. It looks like you may have been really drained and you felt very alone. But that is a situation that has changed. You've learned to communicate your needs a little bit better. That's good. Can I get another card, Spooky, please? I really genuinely would like another card. Can I get another card, please? Just one more. Can I get one more? 2 will work just as well. You are better balanced. You are better balanced. Right now, you're not. Right now, it looks like you are genuinely struggling with your happiness because your life is really out of balance. Do try and work on that. Devote time to personal pursuits as well. Simply because it is one of the ways that you can make yourself happier. And that's the goal in life. All the stuff in the world, all of the achievement in the world is not worth it if you are not satisfied, if you're not content, and if you're not living in the space and energy that was meant for you. Do try and make sure that your energetic balance is something that you pay attention to. There were a couple cards there that indicated that, and our money candle just spit a little bit. You are working too hard. Make sure that you are making sure to maintain friendships, personal relationships, hobbies. I know that trying to make money can be all-encompassing and we're all trying to accomplish things. it's not worth it if you end up energetically, that's the wish candle, just decide to sizzle, energetically drained. Whereas the romance candle has been behaving itself the whole time, these two candles have been fizzling and jumping and sputtering quite a bit, as if to say that, in fact, that no kidding, my often workaholic collective, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Manifest a better reality in which you are not having to toil quite so hard. It will work out much better for you. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it, and please subscribe. There's a button over there or down below to do that. I would greatly appreciate it. There's going to be an insert in a moment if you'd like to book me for a private reading. It contains all the information on how to do that and my Facebook and Instagram tags as well. I would love to have you as a follower in other venues. Take care. Be well. 6 months flies by. Have faith. Take care. Hello and welcome back. If you picked pile number 5, then this is your reading. I have so when the candles sputter like that, it is often about, it does have meaning. These candles, I'd say all of these candles are a little sputtery, but they're not. This middle one hasn't sputtered or flickered at all, so it's not the type of candle I'm using. But the wish candle and the candle pertaining to drawing money to us has had a lot to say throughout the course of this. So my career read is coming from the Animal Totem deck. This group had cards flying, and then the general energy is from the, it really did, wow, you guys got a lot of cards. And then the general energy is brought to us by the Golden Wheel Tarot, and then the manga deck is brought to us by, the manga deck is bringing us the relationship read, and there is just a crud ton of cards in all of these piles. They were falling out. This was the only pile that really, they were just jumpers galore. I have Thinker from the Wisdom Oracle. Romantic Feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring from the Foamance Angels deck. We have Go Outside, it's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature where wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. This is a card of making sure to stay grounded. Thinking and staying grounded with divination. Grounding. Whenever you're doing this type of work, you've got to ground. You've got to ground. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. So this is stuff that you can work on now to try and bring in, if you like this read, to bring in the energies that it represents. In our business area of the Queen of Wands in the upright, with the Six of Wands in the upright, with the Hermit in reverse, with the Empress in reverse, with the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in the upright. Oh my goodness. You have made a great deal of progress in your work life. It does not look as if you've had to change anything. You have incorporated new things into your position. It is possible that you are working closely with another individual. And making plans to open up something new. Interesting. Interesting. It's possible that you are developing something as well. I like that. I really like the energy of progress in your business sector and making good choices. I do like that there's a lot of stable energy around it as well. So in the general, we have the Page of Wands in reverse with the Fool in reverse with the Two of Wands in the upright. Interesting. Ace of Cups in the upright, and then the Empress in the upright as well. I think you do have a new relationship, or your existing one has become a lot happier. I think you've kind of leveled up, you've made good choices. It looks like maybe you've made some travel plans as well. There's some traveling indicated in your job area as well. If you're not somebody who normally travels, look for your company to perhaps send you, you may be going to conventions or some kind of training as well. So we have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands in reverse, and then the Fool in the upright. You are learning to relax a little bit more. You're making good choices, and you're happy, and you're loving life with the Empress. Good for you, group number 5. We have the Empress in the upright. We have the Death card in the upright. We have 7 of Pentacles in the upright. We have the Lovers in reverse with the 6 of Swords in the upright, Queen of Wands in reverse, and then the 6 of Pentacles in the upright as well. I'm going to be clarifying this. Okay, so the Empress in the upright with the Death card, that is a new life. you've been working on, becoming whole within yourself. You may have left behind a relationship in order to make yourself happier. It has brought you greater contentment. This is a card of receiving things as well, of charity, of compassion, of decency, kindness, and money coming in. What do we get for you? Do you have somebody new? Let's use the let's use the Little Prince deck to kind of just clarify the whole read, which is what I've been doing for the entire group. I have been clarifying each area. I like your work area, looks great. It looks like you're excited, you're interested. I have the Four of Swords in the upright. Getting enough rest, that's good. We have the Eight of Wands in the upright. Can I get a little bit more, please? Sorry, I didn't mean to fall silent. I was just thinking about what the energy of the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords might represent. The Six of Swords is often a very good card, but it can be about leaving something behind and moving. I think it's possible that you are... Go outside. I think there's travel with your partner. It looks like there's travel and you're going to be getting away some. Can I get a little bit more here? I'm going to put it down in 3, cut and take 4. 1 and 2 and 3. I know it's not very exciting to watch somebody shovel, but it's very necessary. Here we go, and 4. That's the Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get 3. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, Fool in the upright. Things that you have learned through meditation, learning lessons, and communicating more effectively have brought you to a better energetic space. Something that has allowed you to concentrate on what is in your life that is making you happy. We do have the Five of Swords in reverse. There's just a lot of peace, and there is, I think you have a new relationship, or your relationship has undergone such a sea change that it feels new. You have reached an agreement with your partner. You are going forward. Your work life looks awesome. Your work life looks really very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Quantum Oracle for clarification. And I'll go to Spooky, which I've been doing with every group. Whenever you see this is the right time to see it, but right now is a tough time in history. It is the coronavirus time. There's a lot of talk of quarantine, and God save you if you need to buy toilet paper because they're simply not on the shelves. Wash your hands, folks, if you're seeing it at this particular time. But it does look like in 6 months there has been a restoration of peace. And whenever you see this, if you're not seeing it from a time of particular turmoil or unrest, it doesn't matter. In 6 months, you're going to be in a very good energetic space, happy, understanding what you need. Hidden motivations. I read these only in the upright. This is Quantum Oracle. What else is going on there? What's going on there? Discovery. Angels of the Four Direction. Oh, I wonder if you finally discovered whatever has been hidden from. There's been an energy read present in reads that something was not being completely revealed. And it looks like in 6 months, that is a thing of the past. Angels of the Four Directions is just about having a lot of manifesting power available to you as well. Let me get 2 more, please. I don't care how I do it. I'm going to shuffle 3 more times, put it down and cut 1. All right. And that's 2. No, it's 3. Let's see what it has to say. All right. We have Dark Thoughts, Ascended Masters, and the Loving Woman. Okay, it's possible that you are also struggling with a little bit of depression and or struggling with optimism. One of the things that will help with that is meditation. That was also part of the read. The loving woman. I think things are going exceptionally well in a lot of areas of your life and you're feeling very powerful. With the divination card, I think you're tapping in very well to the energetic universe. It is possible that you are also involved in psychic services and or reading or healing, in which case it does look as if all of the efforts that you're putting in are paying off. I like that kind of a lot. Let's go to Spooky for a final message. Spooky is a divine message deck. It is a 30-year-old Wider Rate deck that stopped reading for people one day and became a channeling tool. And I call it Spooky because it freaked me out when it happened. And it's actually just a channeling tool for the advanced spirit of communication, which is also called the Archangel Gabriel in a variety of belief systems, including the one I was raised in. And I usually refer to it as Gabriel. But it's it's a little bit funny because the relationship I have to what I channel is far less reverent than what I've seen other people who, you know, communicate with spirit and channel. And I have no idea why they picked me to do this because I'm always giving them a hard time. But there we go. Let's get a little bit more spooky. It is not that I have great respect for the amount of power that has been made available to me, and I'm tremendously grateful. But every now and then I have to do something or be involved in something that is not of my first choosing and it is part of my calling. And trust me, I complain. So Spooky's quite used to my irascible nature. Here we go. Let's get going. I need some more Spooky. Can we get some more, please? That is the Devil in reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse, where we want that. You're sleeping better. You've given up things that are bad for you. Good job. What else have we got going here, Spooks? Can I get a little bit more? Although that sounds delightful, I think they would like a little bit more on the divine message thing. And I will put you down in 3 if you don't start coughing it up. This is 1, and this is 2. Thank you. Thank you. All right. 10 of Pentacles in the upright. Yeah. With the Page of Wands in the upright. Oh my goodness. Group number 5, I understand why your cards were flying so much. Is there anything else? I'm going to try 2 more times and then we'll put you down. And I'm not going to cut. I just want to know if there's anything else. No, no. I'm going to pick this up. I don't like that it was the Page of Cups in reverse, and it's not so much that the message doesn't fit. It doesn't feel quite right. So I'm going to go with this. We have the Devil in reverse. Giving up bad habits and or people has caused your anxieties to mellow out. You're sleeping better. You're more stable. You have more money. And your life is more exciting in 6 months as well. Take the right steps now. If you are toiling, which is an energy that sort of haunts my particular group, then know that your efforts are paying off. Whenever you see this video is the right time for you to have seen it. I hope that you are well in the here and now, and I know that you will be well in the 6-month period. Take care, be well. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it, and please subscribe. There's a button over there, or it's down below. I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that. And in a moment, there's going to be an insert with my information on how to book me for a private reading if you're interested in doing that. And it contains my Facebook and Instagram tags as well. I would love to have you as a follower in other venues. Take care, be well. Remember, 6 months can fly by.